Well, as tradition on the show, we always bring a new and unique craft beer to review and enjoy. So what are you drinking tonight? Cowboy Jack and Kevin Lyon actually collaborated last weekend. So let's hear about it.
Well, what do you get when you mix a microbiologist, a gold, silver, and bronze award-winning brewer, and a ton of girl power, boys? I'll tell you what you get. You get Cowboy Jack Durango's new favorite craft brewery in Arizona, 100 Mile Brewing Company. Sue Rigler already had a microbiologist degree, and she then completed the brewing certification program at USC San Diego in 2014. Then she teams up with head brewer Valerie Addy, whom she met at the Pink Boots Society Collaboration Brew Day. And not only did they create an amazing, comfortable space just down the street from ASU, they created a fabulous restaurant and brewery. Now, as you mentioned, Kevin and myself and the Durango clan, we had the pleasure of visiting 100 Mile over the weekend, and it was a treat from the minute we walked in until well after we left. The building is a bright, impeccably clean, beautiful space. The brewing room was so well organized and spotless. The decor was clean and crisp, and it fit. It was just a great place to sit down and have a great meal and have a few craft beers, guys. Yep. My first beer was the Infinite Coyote West Coast IPA, which is a real crisp 6.8%er standard fare IPA. It's just what you want out of an IPA, and it would be great for a sunny, hot Arizona day. It's that crisp, stout IPA without being too overpowering. So on my second beer, I took a chance on what's called the Pith Helmet Citrus Wheat Beer. It's well documented that I love a citrusy and hazy IPA. So anytime I drink a wheat beer, I'm always squeezing the lemon skis in there to give me that flavor that I'm looking for. So the Pith Helmet was, for lack of a better word, a revelation for me when it comes to wheat beers. It was the perfect combination of that citrusy, but then that wheat beer taste and fullness. I thought it was a brilliant beer, and it's definitely something that was out of my wheelhouse. When I ordered it, Kevin looked at me like, oh. So
I thought with the sweetness, I thought that would be your best bet since they didn't have a hazy IPA there that day.
Right. No, and dude, well worth it. Like now I have another soldier in the arsenal when I go. Like that was such a good beer. So I highly recommend stop in and say hi to Sue and Valerie. Let them know that the Baseball Brew Crew sent you. We had the pleasure of meeting her. If you drop our name like that, I know that would mean a lot to her. And tell her that Valley of the Sun's favorite son, Cowboy Jack Durango, sent you.
Valley of the Sun's favorite son.
Nice. I'm so glad that you got to go out there. I mean, we talked about, I think it was Greenwood Brewing.
Right.
Also woman-owned, and now we followed it up. And actually, I think this is the one that Mel told me about. My girlfriend told me about.
Yeah, that's it.
And I believe that she might even have ties to California somehow. So, but I'm kind of forgetting. But
so both the owner and the head brewer, they were born in Iowa, went to college in Arizona, moved to California, and then moved back to Arizona to do this.
Yeah, because I think they were in the beer scene out here, because I think she may have met them or ran across them when she was doing the craft beer promotions.
Right.
So there's a lot of people that have just, it's so funny. Like this is it's a big world, right? But it's a very small little society of brewers and stuff like that. So that's awesome. And this space looks outstanding. I can't wait. It
was so great. And I went in with my family. We went and met Kevin because he was in town, and gosh dang, man, it was such a cool spot to just be there with a great friend and the family. They went out. Kevin and I, of course, couldn't stop holding each other and holding hands. So they got bored, and the wife and little buckaroo went outside and played bags and Jenga, and Dude, my son got this awesome pink hat from there that just like so cool, man. It was such a great place. I loved it.
And I can add that Mrs. Durango, they also have cocktails, and I know she got a cocktail and that she very much enjoyed.
Yeah.
And meals were solid too. I know that Jack got a seared ahi salad, and that looked really good. I had a burger, which was great, and then Mrs. Durango had a blackened chicken salad.
Caesar
chicken salad. Thank you, Caesar salad. I can't even talk it. And so we were good. And I had that Infinity Coyote as well. And then something you would like, Michael, is they actually had I got a hoppy pilsner because not normally what I would drink, but it's called Valley Essence. I got because it's actually a collaboration with Hop Secret up by where you are.
Oh, that's right. I did see that. And
I was Hop Secret. I had to try it because of that.
I wasn't aware that they were doing any collaborations with anybody, and then it just happens to be that one. So how cool is that?
Yeah, I'm like, I have to try it. I don't normally drink a hoppy pilsner, but they only had one IPA and I already had it. So I was like, you know what? If I get something else, let me go with this.
Yeah. How was it?
Good stuff. It was really good for a hoppy pilsner. Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. And so the wheat beer, okay. So like just by name, I wouldn't think that I would like wheat beers, but I had to remember back. Actually, the thing that got me into craft beer was it was in the kind of like the middle 90s. Sam Adams put out a cherry wheat beer.
Ooh.
And I just happened to pick it up. Like going, oh, that sounds really good. If it's at the worst, I just throw it out and get something else. But I was like, I'll try it. Oh my God. Like I was like, this is absolutely outstanding. And so like, I forgot that it was a wheat beer because back then I didn't know it was just beer to me. But I was like, okay. Then I remember back and then I haven't gotten any wheat beers in a long time. So it's like when I had one recently and from good breweries as well, when you get them from here, they taste so much different and they're really good. I'm just like, this might be like a go-to. So even though wheats you would think that they wouldn't be very good. They're very good. They're very good.
It's not my favorite style, but you get it with a good like I've had I think the orange wheat one from Hangar 24 is one that definitely you can find out here. And when I was looking at the citrus one for Jack, I'm like, you know what? He likes that little bit of sweetness or fruitiness with this hazy. So I'm like, you know what? This might be a good way to go out of what was out on the board that day.
Yeah.
Kevin was my beer sommelier, man. It was beautiful.
It was just beautiful to be with, Mr. Durango and meeting the family for the first time. They were staring in awe at me just as much as Jack was.
Well, yeah, you were a celebrate, and Cowboy Jack Durango. When you came home, Cowboy Jack Durango was more popular than you were. So,
yeah. We did talk about that. To tell the story, I went back to work this morning, and two of the girls I work with who were at our Radiant taping said, "Oh, Kevin, how's Cowboy Jack?" And I'm like, "Oh, hi, good to see you too."
Dude. Tell him I'm off the market, dude. Tell him.
I did tell them that. Sorry. I'm always here, though.
Yes. Awesome. Well, Kevin, I'm going to actually go with you because you picked up a beer out there. This is from Gilbert, Arizona.
So if you are on social media, I actually went out to a thing called Innings Fest. It's a music fest that has some baseball stuff tied in. And it's the first weekend of spring training this year. Got to see Green Day, Weezer, Offspring, Eddie Vedder, Marcus Mumford over the 2 days, and really good time. And also I only got to do a little bit of baseball stuff briefly, but they had got to see Eddie Vedder and Randy Johnson talk some baseball, and Randy to be a fabulous photographer. And while I was there, I was like, I got to get a beer somehow to go. And everything 100 Mile was crowlers, so I didn't want to take a chance on bringing that back, and not because usually only have like a 2-day shelf life. So I literally was going back to our house I was staying at, walked into a liquor store, and I'm just like, I gotta find something local. And I saw this, and there's a brewery called Flying Basset Brewing. They're a locally, independently owned and operated brewery and taproom situated right off the canal between downtown Gilbert and downtown Chandler. And of course, because look at the logo here, they do have a dog-friendly patio as well. You have to add that with that. So, Jack, where is Gilbert?
Gilbert is that way, dude.
Really no.
It is southeast of Phoenix.
Okay. Right. Would it be on the way to Tucson or different, like a little?
No, it's out of the way for Tucson. It's on the way to Queen Creek, which is a town I spoke of 2 episodes ago.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I gotcha. Okay. First of all, I don't know.
So if you're going south from Phoenix to Tucson, right?
Mhm.
It's straight shot south.
Straight shot down the
Right. But if you were to like drive from Phoenix to New Mexico straight, you would go through Gilbert.
Okay.
Gotcha. It's like that 45-degree angle. Like,
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But this is a brewery that I never heard of. Neither one of these guys ever heard of. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just grab this.
Yeah.
And they do have a couple beers that are themed. Like they have one called Top Dog, 747 Heavy, which is an Imperial IPA. One I thought Jack would like because it's a hazy. It's called Intergalactic, quote, not so hazy boy. So I was like, I didn't know that's supposed to be like a Beastie Boys thing or what, but it was a good sounding hazy, 7.1%, and is a medium to full body hazy packed with Ella, Enigma, Vic's Secret, and Galaxy hops. So I was like, and they actually fermented it a bit higher, dry hopped it with some more juice forward hops, and fluffed up with a big addition of oats in the mash. See, I'm putting this over for you, Jack. You're gonna have to look this one up.
Yeah,
it's called like I said, Intergalactic, not so hazy boys. And I was reading that going, man, this sounds like Jack's kind of beer.
That's right up my alley. Yeah,
exactly. So, but then this one I saw, like I said, I'd never even heard these guys. This is called Klingon. It's a straight up American IPA, 6.8%, 70 IBU. So definitely not for your average IPA drinker. And it's a bitter, moderately strong American IPA that uses its clean supporting malt to showcase its hop character. So it's just a good, solid, clean IPA. Definitely enjoy it if you like, good IPA. And this is brewed using a blend of two-row and light Munich specialty malts, bittered and dry hopped with a blend of Centennial, Citra, CTZ, and Simcoe hops. And I like their logo here, where craft beer takes flight, to go with the name.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So good little find there.
My brother says Gilbert's an HOA wine and PTA type town. So that's about the
Is there a team that plays out there during spring training?
Well, I mean, the closest, I don't think it's
Chandler,
Gilbert,
right?
It's Mesa. Well, Chandler.
The Cubbies are the closest.
Cubbies are
okay. I thought like the Brewers were in Chandler, but don't quote me on that.
They used to be in the 80s.
Okay. Oh, gosh, that's what.
Compadre Stadium, but I don't think that's there anymore.
Yeah, after they left Yuma.
Back
in the day, back when I used to go.
Now they're in Phoenix or Maryville. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for bringing a new one. This is good. Definitely.
Billy Jack Seat
for sure.
Billy Jack Seat doing an Arizona brewery.
Yeah. Next time I pass by there, I'll swing in and grab one of those.
Yeah. Oh, Jack. Ooh,
yes.
Jack, look at this one.
So this is Hazy AF, a New England hazy IPA by Hermosa Brewing Company. This is 6.2 ABV, 60 IBU, New England style IPA packed with the fruitiest hops and a touch of oats to smooth it all out. Flavors of tropical, white peaches, and tangerines. There's Citra, Mosaic, and Azaka hops. AZACCA. Azaka. Is Hermosa Beach, Kevin? Where is Hermosa Beach? Would that be where this is at?
I would assume that. And Hermosa Beach is, I think, somewhere around like the Manhattan Beach, Marina Del Rey area, somewhere in the South Bay, if I'm remembering correctly. And I'm like, don't let me blow this, right?
It's in Torrance.
Oh, okay. Well, geez. So I mean, you would go a little bit further west to get where Hermosa Beach is. Then
okay.
I was it's like a little bit further west, obviously by the water. I was thinking more Manhattan Beach area because that's around that part as well.
Yeah, and this is, in California, if you're in LA, so if you're or anywhere surrounding it, so Kevin, you're in like Anaheim area.
Yes.
So even for you, getting to that area is super tough. It's a day trip basically. It's
without traffic, it would be like probably 45 minutes to an hour. I'll have to punch in the address to tell you because
exactly.
Mrs. Durango is asking about, oh, hey, can you cut? How far is Venice from you? And I said, without traffic, 45 minutes. Oof. Most of the time, half. It's probably,
you never.
I love our Australian friend is giving us that info right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's smack dab in between Redondo and Manhattan Beach.
Yeah. I was thinking, I
So
was like, you put me on the spot, and I'm like, isn't it right there?
yeah, I mean, getting there is half the battle. Parking is the other battle.
Yeah.
And then you exactly. It's
Lands everywhere.
It's right next to the beach. Everybody's there, and it's great and everything. But the traffic around it is tough. But that's one of the reasons why we don't get to this area very often, because and then there's a lot of great breweries down there. So whenever we're down there, we definitely take advantage of it. And I mean, we talk about this place all the time. There's a pizza place and El Segundo Brewing all in the same place. And I think it was pre-COVID we were talking about getting down there. That sounds like an amazing place. So we definitely want to get down there. I have not had this beer yet. So
okay.
So
I talk about, I can jokingly say that right now, if I went over there, it would take me 42 minutes to get there, and it's 30 miles away. So that's actually not too bad. Not too bad. Be a straight shot, just by the water, a little bit north, like northwest of Torrance.
Yeah.
And on your way there, there's plenty of great breweries you can stop by in Torrance as well,
Exactly.
Although I can go to Monkish in Torrance, but I can go to Monkish,
Right. There's Monkish right down the
oh my
gosh, like Monkish. We need to get back there pretty soon.
It's all right.
So those are the beers that we're having on this edition.
Wait. You didn't say how your beer is. Now that you took a sip.
I didn't. Okay. So right here. So off the nose, it's super juicy right away. So it's like that orange juice type of
juice.
Definitely. So
whoa, look out.
Yeah. So white peaches and tangerines, I can definitely taste that. It's super fruity hops. So when we're talking about the cherry wheat beer, being really fruity and everything, these are super fruity, but also very, very hoppy in a different way, in more of a West Coast IPA way. So
nice.
Definitely. It's got a lot of like mouthfeel to it. It's oh my gosh, like super good. So definitely check out Hermosa Brewing Company. I was not aware of them until I got this. So it's
now, where'd you find that at the bottle shop by you?
Yeah. I just and they just have rotating things in there, so I always pick up something that looks interesting. And this one, hazy AF, and that's exactly what it is.
I love it, dude. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that.
Good stuff.
Or you can ask me to look for something. I can deliver it along with me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'll put my people on it. Kevin.
Yep. Thanks.
Chop.